Hi, my name is Darla Kirchner, and I am a brand strategist who loves to empower entrepreneurs to develop their brand online so that they can authentically share their story to the right people and make a great income doing what they love. In this video, I'm going to share with you steps to have your brand stand out online. And yes, I only want to take 10 minutes of your time. So, in fact, this is a part of the training that I share with my clients and those who are in my mastermind program. So, join me on the computer and let's get started. As I mentioned, my name is Darla Kirchner, and I am a graphic designer. I'm also a branding strategist, and I am also the founder of Creative Biz School. I started Creative Biz School in 2013, and I have been a brand strategist and a designer for over 20 years. I've had 5 businesses. I started my career in corporate and left about 8.5 years to raise my family, where I met my husband in Chicago. And I started as a design manager with Milliken & Company, which is a textile corporation. And all of that is after I got my graphic design degree from Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. So today I want to share with you my secret tool for creating a great branding board. And if you think about it, your branding boards, it could be like a vision board where you could get out your glue and lots of magazines, and you can do a vision board. And that's a great way of doing it too. But I'm going to go a little different and share with you my secret tool, which is Pinterest. So the beauty of Pinterest is that it is something that's virtual, so you don't have to worry about getting dirty. You can constantly add to your Pinterest board. You can constantly change things up if something changes, or you go into a different direction with your brand or your business. You can, and it's something that's always there that you can be inspired by. So I can't imagine that you don't know what Pinterest is, but just in case, Pinterest is a social curation website for sharing and categorizing images found online. So I have actually been a part of Pinterest since it was in beta, and I love Pinterest. I actually have 3 accounts now, but I primarily spend most of my time on my business page, which is Creative Biz School. And these are some of the things that you can do on Pinterest for creating a branding board. And other boards too. You can pin personal things. You can pin for inspiration. Like right now, it's getting to be springtime, so I'm looking for outdoor activities. So if you're thinking about that, or eating healthy environments, that type of thing, Pinterest is great for doing research. I research a lot on Pinterest, whether it's a recipe or it's working with a new client and I need to get some research for them, or building a new course. I definitely do all my research on Pinterest. It's also great for building content for clients and for your business as well, and for branding. It's a great tool to use to brand yourself and your business by pinning original content from your website to Pinterest. And in case you haven't heard this before, 80% of original pins are 80% of the pins are original pins, and the rest are just people would just keep sharing them and sharing them and sharing them. So it's always great to have some of your original pins on Pinterest as well. And it's just a great place to organize your boards and keep yourself sane and planned, and it's a great tool to use. So as you can see here on my Pinterest boards, I have brand strategies front and center on the very top of my boards, because it is so important to me, and I try to pin on there consistently throughout the week. And that's something I will tell you that is really important to do too, is especially if you're going to be using Pinterest as a tool to market your brand. So here are some benefits of creating a great brand board. They're great for sharing with your graphic designer or VA. So if you happen to have a graphic designer, then you can definitely share the boards with them, what you like, and so that they know where what you're thinking, what kind of style you want to evoke for whatever content that you're creating, and also for your VA as well. So this is a great tool to use for that. And it's also something that you can help keep focused. It'll help you keep consistent in your brand style, so you're being consistent consistent in your story. And that is something that I teach all of my clients too. So I, in fact, when I'm working with new branding clients, the first thing we do is create a Pinterest board. And that's something that, we either decide that they're going to either have it be public or they're going to have a secret board. And then we'll be talking about that a little later on. So, one of the things you want to keep in mind is that your brand and your boards can evolve as you evolve. So if you decide that you're changing your color palette, which I've worked with clients that want to rebrand themselves, and they like their logo, but they're not really happy with their colors. So they've changed and created some new pens to put onto their board just because their brand has evolved, and so they want to evolve with it. So you can definitely, it's very easy to pen and to delete pens. Pinterest has made it very, very easy. You can even send private messages to people on Pinterest. One of the things that you will find if you get to know me is that I am a quote girl, and this is a quote that I truly believe in, that branding is the world's perception of you. And that's something that you have to keep in mind. Perception is everything. And it is, then once they realize who you are, then they want to know what you're doing and how you do it. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your branding story. I mentioned to you that this is one of the boards that I have as a public board. This is my branding strategies board. It's part of my Creative Biz School account, and you are more than welcome to go on there. I have people that pen from there very often. So there you'll see that there is a wide variety of pens that are mine and pens that are from other people. And that is another strategy that I would suggest if you're planning on using Pinterest as a social media marketing strategy, then you definitely want to make sure that you're getting a nice balance of your pens versus other people's pens, because again, it's a social platform, so it's all about sharing and giving back too. So one of the things you want to keep in mind is, do you want this board to be secret, that is only meant for your eyes, or for the people that you select that you want to have? So you can see up here, I've invited so many people, and this is something that is you want to keep in mind as well. The other thing is you want to keep in mind is, as you can see here for this board, this is one of my clients, and she has actually put in here pens that are offices that she likes. So don't think of your brand as just yourself. Your brand is your environment. Your brand is what you emulate. And so it's really, it starts on the inside and it works its way out. And so there's so much about branding that people don't really realize, but something you need to keep in mind, and something that you definitely want to you can put all this into your branding board. So here's a couple other ideas. You definitely could put your logo or logos that you like if you're planning on doing a new logo design. If you're getting ready for a presentation, definitely put in some ideas or visuals that you like, or if it emulates something that you find inspiring, you can create that. Add in different color palettes, quotes that reflect your style, visuals that inspire you, photographs that you like, whether it's a photograph that you think would be a style that would be something that you would like to have of yourself as a headshot, or a photograph of an environment that is reflects your mission and your purpose. And then also too, things that represent your core beliefs. And that is really what branding is all about. So this is another quote that I think is really important, that is from Jeff Bezos. It's your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room. And so keep that in mind when you're thinking about your brand and how important it is to give a good impression and to be positive in what you're doing. So one of the things I always try to do with everyone when I'm sharing, when I'm giving a free presentation like this, or when I'm teaching my clients, is to leave them with action steps. So here's a couple action steps that you'd really want to keep in mind, is to create a branding board that is either secret or public. Decide if you want if you want to have it secret. Are you going to invite other people like your VA or your graphic designer or your branding person? And then also to make sure that you're consistently adding to your board to keep it fresh and refer back to your board. Use it. It's a tool. Use that board to help you as you create your branding story. This is another quote that is very near and dear to me. It's something that I absolutely believe, that your brand should start with your purpose, your mission, and your core values. And if you start there, then you will definitely be much further along. So it basically forces you to look on the inside. And that's something that I think that is so important to me, that I've created a new program that I'm excited to share. And I hope that you've enjoyed this program and this training about creating a Pinterest board. And I've enjoyed sharing it with you. If you're serious about your branding your business online, then I want to invite you to look at my new program, which is called Branding Your Brilliance Mastermind. And this is a program. It's an 8-week program where I am teaching people to stand out in a very crowded marketplace, so that you have a clear message, and that it becomes that you shine brightly, so that your ideal clients find you, and that they are so attracted to you, and that they want to work with you. And so that's one of the reasons, that is the main reason why I created the Branding Your Brilliance Mastermind, and I know it will deliver this and so much more. So I invite you to come over to this page, which is cbizschool-byb-mastermind.gr8.com, and check it out. I hope that you will come over, and this is where I am definitely going to be talking to and teaching other entrepreneurs like yourself to define your brand to stand out online, because this is something that I think Dr. Seuss says very, very well, and it's something you need to be thinking about when you're working on your brand, is why fit in when you were born to stand out. And if you stand out in a very big and crowded marketplace, then your right audience will find you and like you and get to know you and want to work with you. And that is the point of having your business, and why you're doing what you do. So I hope that this has been enjoyable for you, and I hope that you've learned some tips, and I invite you to come over to to check out the page, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care.